This is Full Game Prometheus giving you another full game breakdown with one of the schemes. I'm using Cleveland Browns as my offense and defense. Pretty much my offense, I'm locked in. I know exactly what I'm doing. On defense, I actually made a switch. I'm going with a new defensive scheme, which essentially is going to be out of the nickel wide 9 defense, and I'll probably break down this scheme a little bit because this is the first time I actually used it. I'm going against an opponent that is ranked in the top 2000s in Regs, and this guy had a very simple scheme, but he knew his plays. This is a particular formation I thought he should have stayed in for the most part. Basically, he would hit these little underneath routes to get first downs, and it was very challenging because he would run these plays stock, so he would quick snap me, so I didn't really have a chance to set up any kind of elaborate defense. So the way I have to set up my defense is I press my guys down. I have to put a deep inside quarter on the opposite side. So it takes a little time for me to set this up, and because of the way he was running his defense, or running his offense, I wasn't really adjusting too well with it. But right here actually does a little crossing play right here, and then you can see my spy comes out, knocks the ball out, and able to go ahead and take it to the house. So that's a good way to go and start off the game when you get yourself a turnover, even if it's kind of cheesy like that. So he actually jumps into this particular play. This is out of the ace formation, and it's basically crossers. It's got a deep post shot over the top and a crossing route. Catches me in the wrong defense, using the wrong guy, and this guy really started spamming this play. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at some defense. I've struggled against some crossing people that like to run crossers, but because of the way he ran this play, he ran it in a way where he was just quick snapping. He was running it stock. So once again, no huddle. This is one of the things this guy did is he no huddled a lot and pretty much stayed in the scheme. And this is the little route. He hit an out route to get a nice little completion. First and goal situation, jump into cover 2, basically go in and put my guys in contains. The contains come out. He actually nice little laser across his body to go ahead and get a touchdown across the sideline. So good score for him. Now, so basically it's this is a play right here where I've got the comeback route. I've got a flat route. I'm looking to the flat route because it is man coverage. Just see the read real quick. You only pick up a few yards, but I want to go and force my opponent to compensate for that flat route in the future. Right here, I actually hit a cross right in front of his user. Fortunately for me, he didn't make any kind of reaction whatsoever. Then I come into this, one of my favorite plays right here. Missed the running back. I actually did the comeback route, and I think this guy actually did a manual adjustment. I was seeing Madden initially, and I think what he did is he actually had a cloud flap because the defender actually flipped out there. So that was just a manual adjustment. Caught me off guard. He actually gets the interception, basically taking back my turnover and puts me in a really tough situation. So right there you could see what I was doing to lock up that little underneath route with this. I was just manning up one of my defensive players under that. So he goes into single back trips formation. Haven't seen it pretty much all game. He just runs just a couple different formations. Hits me with a little slip screen right there. I'm able to go ahead and tackle him just for a few yards in that type of situation. Back to the cover 2 in this type of situation. And he goes right back to the high-low. Hits me high. I don't have a defender that's playing in the deep corner over there, and as a result, he gets a touchdown. So right now, I'm down by 14, but that's all right. All I want to do is just try to go ahead and get a touchdown against my opponent, chew as much clock as possible. Saw basically running lane with a quarterback, and I'll take off my quarterback whenever I have an opportunity to. Jumping into the halfback shark wheel, make an adjustment where I got a streak and the flat route off the left. Tight end really gets a good positioning right there and able to go ahead and get a first down just on an simple little drag route. And right here, basically, I didn't like the look of it. I could hit the running back, but the way his spy was out there, didn't like it, so I just go ahead and throw away the ball. I didn't want to get hit by his defender. So right here, I'm seeing cover 2, so I'm going to be looking at the seam. I set up basically a comeback whip route beater off the left side, but you could see the seam was wide open with the tight end, and I'm able to go throw right over his linebacker and get the ball down to the 13. So I just want to try to work the clock as much as possible, do a nice little inside zone. He takes the timeout right here to preserve some time. And then I go with the run again, and actually just the hole was huge. I just took it into the end zone, so I figured I tied it up, but I left this guy a little bit too much time on the clock. So right here, I'm running cover 3 shell. I've got basically a guy that's over the top. He misthrows the ball. I don't know where this is going. I get a lucky break. That was just a bad play by him. And as a result, I'm able to go ahead and get an interception. So I'm thinking, let's just try to chew the clock down as much as possible. But I see his guy press down, and I don't see the defender actually complete. I was trying to throw the flat, but I didn't throw the flat. I actually threw the back of the end zone. So I go aggressive catch, and as a result, I come down with the ball. So that was a misthrown ball. I missed through the ball. I thought I was trying to throw to the flat, and as a result, I get a touchdown. So not the ideal situation, because I did not want to put him in a situation where he still had time left on the clock with a bunch of his timeouts. So right here, the situation where he throws across the middle, I get a pass interference call on that. I guess it was bumping his wide receivers, but he's still running this little crossing route. He's got a post over the top. He's got a crosser off to the right. I get a nice little block shed off the edge, because that's he was rolling off this with his quarterback, and I get him in a situation where he loses 10 yards. Back at it again. 22 seconds left. He's got one timeout. He throws and gets a nice animation over the top of my defender. My defender was there, and I'm running just a cover 3 match type shell right here, and he just touches it right there and breaks the tackle. That should have been short. As a result, he gets it down to the 18-yard line. So he's in scoring territory, and he's just essentially eating me up right now. I go into some cloud flats, but those flats do not fall back deep enough, but I get a nice animation by my defensive back to go ahead and knock that ball out. And he smartly actually settles for 3. He doesn't walk away with a situation where he doesn't have any points at all. He actually takes a point. So we're going to the second half right here. I'm going to do an inside zone. Getting really good blocking against this guy's defense. For the most part, the run was there. I probably should have stuck with the run a little bit more and really put this guy in a situation. Could have threw over the top with the running back, but misread that read. I just wasn't reading it correctly, so I just took off the quarterback and picked up a couple yards. And then right here, this is a route that was pretty much open majority of the game. The way he was running his defense, was like a little flat up route by the running back, and I actually get a nice first down right there and some more yards. So I didn't like to contain, so I just ran behind the guy right there. And I'm looking at the actual hitch, but the flat is available. This is how I make the right read this time, and actually put the ball down in the flat and pick up a first down. So first and 10 situation, inside zone. Actually, it doesn't make a difference. I'm just trying to chew the clock down. I'm trying to take this clock down as much as possible, where he doesn't have many yards. And there's another setup with this little wheel route with the running back. Because I have the cloud flat out there, or they got the smoke flat that actually pulled the defender out, and I actually opened up the wheel a little bit more, and I had a crossing route with the tight end. So that's one of the reasons why I leave it in. Inside zone, actually get the ball into the end zone to go up 28-17. So this is a defense that was using against this crossing formation. He's able to go ahead and take a shot up top. I had to have somebody that was going to play over the top, so basically the way I was running this defense is I'm going to have basically a cover 3 cloud, or it's a cover 3 match coverage, and making sure that I have my deep zone that plays over the middle. So he makes another bad choice, and as a result, I'm able to go ahead and get an interception. Right here, he gets a great animation. That if you replay that, you'll see that wide receiver was open, but the defender came down and just jumped in front of the ball. So that's just kind of like just kind of the BS that you get with EA. And right here, he takes off this quarterback. Always a threat when you're using Lamar is that you're going to have the option to run the ball in the end zone. So here's the read. He wasn't really protecting the flat with the running back, and as a result, I was able to pick up some yards. And right now, I'm just in chew mode. He's in a cover 2 shell. I'm able to go ahead and hit him right over the middle into the seam. That was a very tight throw. I just got a little bit more confident with that throw based on what I was getting away with. And you can see I'm just chewing the clock down. Here's some great blocking. I'm able to get the ball down to the 20-yard line off a nice little inside zone and back to the inside with the inside zone. So this guy didn't really have any kind of an answer to my running game whatsoever. For the most part, I was always picking up positive yards. And I just took the ball down to the end zone. 2 minutes left right here. And basically back to the inside zone. I just want to chew the clock. Even if he stops me, that's all right, but you can see my guy falls in for a touchdown. So up 35-25 in this type of situation. He's got 2 minutes left, 3 timeouts. Can't give up any kind of cheap or easy plays. He throws right over the top of my coverage and actually gets it right into the seam. So right here, I think I jump into basically this is the cloud coverage match situation. I have to carry with that route. You can see right there, he actually throws right against my user. I don't get the animation that I need. And now I actually man up that crossing route off to the left. He throws right at the top. I came down to the running back. I don't know what I was thinking in that type of situation. I should follow the crosser over there. There's the wide side of the field. And then he actually quick huddles me. I jump into quick cover 2. The ball gets deflected into my lineman. As a result, I'm able to go ahead and get an interception, and my opponent checks out. So once again, guys, thank you for your support. I'll be rolling with some more Cleveland playbook, and then I'll probably jumping into a new playbook soon. So thank you for your support, guys. Until next time.